then they lump everything together, and there's an assumption that all of our problems must be the source of Western ideas or American influence.
Everybody wants to be seen as the biggest defender of religion, and so that's the atmosphere we're living. The way things work now in Egypt as a journalist, for example, that there's no direct censorship, but there is a censor inside each one of us because you know what all the different groups in the society thinks, what the Islamists think, what the government would think. So you write within this kind of balances. You have to put these things into consideration.
But a form of censorship also comes from here, Al-Azhar, the 1,000-year-old mosque and university in the heart of Cairo. Not only do thousands come here to listen to the Friday sermon, but the public also listens very carefully to the edicts given out by the Islamic Council here. The sheikhs may call for the banning of a book, issue guidance on moral behavior, or produce edicts on any recent public issue.
What we feel about freedom of expression actually worries us a lot. And I'm personally worried from the interference of Al-Azhar more and more. And I think Al-Azhar is a religious authority. They have their opinion on what affects religion. But we can't allow that everything in the thinking of the Egyptians would be done this way.
In lots of cases, joining an Islamic movement or Islamic groups was an alternative for employment for a lot of people because they graduated and were unable to get employment. There were no public libraries. They did not find books by Voltaire or Karl Marx or Taha Hussein. Instead, they found the sheikh in the mosque speaking about social injustice. It was the first voice of rebellion or refusal of this horrible reality they found themselves in, so they joined in.
Nowadays, it's not just the dispossessed who look to Islam for the answer. It's also the moderate, affluent middle classes. They're rejecting Western attitudes and embracing conservative Islamic ones.
The armed militants did not manage to get what they want through arms, and this is something many people have been warning about for ages, that okay, arms are very dangerous, of course, making bombs here and there, but also equally dangerous this business of infiltrating into the minds of people, make kind of censorship on what we read, what we think, and imposing themselves, as the kind of the protector of the society and morality in this country.
Students and young professionals are attracted to a new style of Islamic evangelism. These charismatic sheikhs preach highly conservative Islam in an accessible way that's gaining popular appeal.
Unfortunately, the brand of Islam that they are embracing is very narrow, is very backward-looking, and does not equip them to move into the 21st century. And there's a feeling that because religion is now the contested ground for national debate, anyone who speaks against extremism is not being loyal to Islam. And of course, this is a very dangerous situation.
Sharif and Hamdi Asuti arrive at court. They have to pick their way through a crowd of public and press eager to hear the verdict.
She can believe what she likes. She can worship what she likes. Dr. El Saadawi, don't direct your poisonous thoughts towards our faith because religion doesn't need anyone to change it. God will protect it.
It's chaos. Everyone's standing shouting in the middle of a busy road. People feel very strongly about this case. It was this atmosphere that Nawal wanted to avoid.
This case humiliates not only the image of Egypt, but also of Arabs and Islam. Some people claim they're defending Islam, but it's in a very strange way.
غريب جدا.
ولا يعني ان اخطا في الاسلام اعتبره.
No one has the right to criticize Islam and claim it's civilized behavior.
بان احنا بندافع عن الاسلام وعن المعتقدات.
If they are criticizing us for defending Islam and everything to do with it, then that would be an honor for us.
ده دي تهمه لا ننكرها وشرف لا ندعيه.
I've just heard that the case has been booked for ruling on the 30th of July. Today the lawyer asked to summon the mufti and the journalist who's done the interview and all this stuff, but apparently he's rejected all these demands and decided to rule on the 30th.
I went to find Sharif to see what he thought about the latest news and what the implications might be. Is that good news?
It's still pending.
But has he dropped?
Probably. I still feel that they'll take a decision that's favorable to us. I still think so, but I'm not sure again.
But does that mean that the judge has dropped all Wash's demands?
Probably, yes. It means that, because otherwise they wouldn't have said the decision would be on the 30th of July.
Sharif left to tell Nawal that the court hadn't rejected Wash's case, even though it was illegal. We approached the government to find out why, but nobody was available for comment.
The postponement is not good and not bad. For me, because we expected it to be rejected, to be thrown away.
Maybe the judges want to give the impression that they're studying the case very, very carefully.
Studying what?
To give the impression that they are studying.
To whom? Impression to whom?
To public opinion, to the authorities, to the conservative Islamic movement. Maybe, it's a kind of the game of equilibrium that everybody is playing.
But,
and which leads to things getting worse and worse all the time.
But they should not put the family life of people like ours like that. This makes me angry. Because there must be a law. And if the law is clear-cut, we shouldn't be waiting for such a decision. It's, I think I'm starting to be very angry. This is not accepted. I don't accept that.
Well, I'm not.
You are
She's
not
looking at me.
No, but I'm not angry.
The judge.
I'm not angry with Sharif, but I am angry with the situation.
As Egypt subtly transforms itself into an Islamic state in all but name, any thinker or writer who speaks out about religious issues is in danger. Nawal's demands for the reinterpretation of Islam to meet the needs of the modern world make her an easy target.
This is a country that's different from your country, okay? We are not in England, we are not in the United States of America, okay? We have to make a balance between freedom of speech and attacking people's beliefs. I can't attack your religion. Dr. Nawal El Saadawi came direct to a point that people adheres. That's their religion, pilgrimage. That's the point.
Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom to be creative, and freedom to act in any way is allowed, but within the boundaries set by Islamic law.
It's not just against Nawal, it's against every one of us, and it's against Egypt, actually, that we have such kind of law working in the 21st century.
On the 30th of July, the court finally declared that there was no case to answer. For now at least, Nawal will not go to prison and she and Sharif will not be forcibly divorced. But she has a dilemma. Either she can leave the country and speak freely about the situation in Egypt, or she can stay and face imprisonment and possible physical attack every time anybody chooses to exploit religion for personal or political gain.
Here is my country, my people, my language, Arabic. Here is my battles, my struggle, my pain, my love, my happiness. I cannot be really separated from my sea. This is my sea, and I'm like a fish. So that's why I am going to stay here till my death. This is my grave here. That's my birth and my grave.
Since the events of September the 11th, it's become even more difficult to criticize Islam from within. But Nawal El Saadawi is determined to carry on her struggle.
יותר משהסרט הזה מלמד על נוואל אל-סעדאווי, הוא מלמד משהו על החברה שבה היא חיה. לכן הניסיון להתנכל לאישה המרשימה הזאת יצר אפקט של בומרנג. בעקבות הפרשה התארגנו קבוצות רבות של לוחמי זכויות אזרח במצרים ומחוצה לה להילחם למענה. היא זכתה להתהודה בעולם כולו, וכדברי המשפטן התוניסאי בסרט, היוזמה לשפוט את סעדאווי עשתה שירות דוב למצרים ולאסלאם. עד כאן ערבסקה, שבת שלום ואילה ליקה.
أعزائي المشاهدين، في 1:25 نقدم حلقة من المسلسل هزلي الرجل بين نساء. أما الآن فنبقى مع حلقة من المسلسل وثائقي عبر الحدود وجولة في الأرجنتين. أرجو أن تستمتعوا بمشاهدتها.